One and very warm welcome to today's 30 minutes Mat Pilates class with Sandra Leo Pilates Education. No props today. So I want you to get started in the center of your mat and keep your feet hip distance. What might be 1/5 distance? What is your hip distance? From here, I want you to take a big inhale through your nose. Find that extension of your spine, and on your next exhale, dive down far forward, rounding the lower spine. The belly shifts in and up, and then slightly stay here. Just make with your head a yes and a maybe, like a little head circles here, and then slowly gliding with the hands with a rounded lower spine up, shoulders shifting down, neck is free, head comes up, inhale. One more time, find that little back bend for your start, and then dive down, standing, roll down, dive far forward like a dolphin would jump into the water, and then stay one more time here, make a nice head circle, force and back to the side. And just let your head hang with a strong standing on your soles of your feet, and then roll back up with your hands, rounding the lower spine, shoulders shifting down, neck is open, head comes up. And then from here, bring the arms east and west. Turn your palms to the back. And I want you now to find your right arm around your rib cage to the side. We are getting to a side bend, and from here, you find your one side breathing. So breathe into your hand what is hugging your rib cage, and find like your rib cage is getting wider. And can you reach more to the side? Find that nice lateral flexion here. One more time, we breathe into it. And then slowly bringing the arms back to east and west, thumbs to the back. We are hugging the opposite side. This might be your left arm, just the opposite side, breathing into that rib, finding more lateral flexion here. Find that stretch in your latissimus. 2 more inhales here, reach, strong standing on both feet on the ground. And then slowly come back up. From here, I want you to bring your fingertip abdominals, bring your little fingers downwards and your maybe thumbs connecting. And I want you to just find the breath one more time here and feel on your inhale like the fingers are a little bit lifting off, and on an exhale you find that your thumbs are getting more in to your belly. Do this 2 more times. Find really this diamond shape is getting wider, and on an exhale, like this diamond shape is getting smaller, the thumbs are getting into your navel. One more time, we breathe in through the nose in Pilates, a long inhale, filling those lungs with oxygen, and exhale all out. Good. From here, move your fingers to your hip bones and find your V position, your Pilates V position. And then from here, I want you to find the axial elongation, squeezing your glutes, and then rolling through ball and toes and rolling back down. Keep your heels strong connected. Your inner thighs are nearly touching already, and your glutes are squeezing. Find always more length, more growth when you lift to your ball and toes. I know it's not easy. Try to be with your heels still connected. And we go one more time, lift, 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 and lower. Okay, then we lift and lower, and from here, hold it there. Good. From here, you feel the outer rotation maybe, and then from here, with your heels connected, go a little bit into a plie, and then squeeze your glutes together, and then again, lower and lift. Just warming a little bit up your leg and ankles, quad, and then from here, yeah, the balance is not easy, I know. And then from here, we go for 3 more, and 2 more, and 1 more. Good. We stay low, and then from here, just lower the heels and lift the heels. Lower and lift. So you're staying on the same high, and make sure that, like, you want to push with your thumb in the back, your iliac crest a little bit more forward. So keeping that neutral zone, sitting bones facing down to the ground, and just feel maybe the work in calves and Achilles. And from here, last very one. Good. From here, I want you to stay onto the back edge of your mat. And then from here, we are lifting the right knee off, and we're making a big step forward. Hold here, and then make a big step back. Okay, we stay with the right side. Lift the leg and tabletop, make a big step forward, hold here, find a diagonal line, and then through your abdominals, step back into a straight standing. And again, lift in tabletop, step forward, build that diagonal line, crown to the head to the heel, and then step back. I know there is a little momentum. And then step back. And again, forward, stepping back. And we go for the last two. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Opposite side. Lift your leg to tabletop, big step forward, diagonal line. Make sure the hips are square, and then stepping back. It might look easy, it's not. So it's a lot of balance and trunk integration. Lift, inhale, step forward, hips square. That's why my hands are still on those ASIS, our hip bones. Step. And then we go back. And again, lift. Control the movement. And inhale. Exhale, 2 times breathing. Last 2. And we lift. And again. And step. And we lift. Good job. From here, circle your arms. Inhaling, nice back bend. And then dive down forward one more time. And we walk on 3. 1, 2, 3 to a nice plank position. One knee under the hips and the opposite side under the hips. Make sure hands under the shoulder, and then find your inhale. Chest open like a swan. Bicep spins forward. Try not to arch your lumbar spine. And then exhaling, we are rounding from the lower spine, mid-spine, chin, tuck. And again, we are rolling from the head, from the crown. Shoulders, find them gliding over those ribs. Bicep spins forward, open the chest into a nice baby swan chest. And then again, curling from the lower spine on an exhale, mid-spine, chin, tuck. One more time, rolling up from the head, chest, bicep spins forward. Keep your lumbar neutral. From here, getting into a neutral floated head and spine and tailbone position. Lift one leg off the mat. From here, the opposite arm lifts up, and then come to a big, big circle with your arm. Keep the hips square. One more time. We circle that arm to the side, keeping the neutral spine. The leg reaches back. And then with the last one, arm stays up and come to a thread a needle. Leg stays, just like hugging those ribs. And then lifting back up into that twist. And then again, exhale, dive down. Like you want to hug your ribs or shoulder blades. And then lift back up again. Circle the arm back forward and bring that knee back. Opposite side. Leg reach to the back. Opposite arm forward like in birdie dog. We circle that arm without changing anything in our hip and lumbar spine alignment, and then leave that arm up. Find that twist and rotation in your spine, and then dive down. And then inhale, open, find that twist. Hip is square, leg is strong in the back. And then twist, hug. And we open one more time. And we twist and hug. And then we open up, circle that arm back forward, bringing that knee back down. Okay, from here we tuck our toes under, and we're getting to a knee hover while we're rounding or neutralizing our lower spine. From here, hold the knee hover and then step back without changing your chest and head alignment, and step back in with that knee hover 3 inches over the mat. Step back and then step back in. Step back and in. Spin your bicep forward. Find a neutral spine. And again. And we step back with the opposite leg and stepping in with the opposite leg. Good. Do this for 3 more times in your rhythm and pace to your breath. And from here, lower down. Good. From there, stepping back to plank. Getting into front control. One leg lifts, point, dorsiflexion lower. Hips stay still, point and lower. Lift, point and lower. Lift, point and lower. Yes, there's no weight shift. Avoid, there is one, but you keep calm and still through your trunk. Last 2 and 1. From here, lower yourself down to the mat. Bring your hands to the corner, into the mat, squeezing those glutes, and find your baby swan position. So you are with head, neck, and shoulders in extension, and try to, let's face the hands towards each other. So your chest is more open, the bicep spins more forward. From here, roll down, find these rocket arms to the side. Maybe lifting those legs up, and maybe just start swimming with your strong arms. Legs can be uplifted or pressing to the mat. Good. Find your view far forward, lengthening through the spine, out of your ribs. The move is from the shoulder. Good. Last 3, 2, and 1. Circle your arms back to baby swan. Head comes down, and then slowly roll up. Hands to the ground, and hold. Good. From here, we are getting into our double leg kicks. So we are resting on one side with our temples. The hands are getting interlaced to our lumbar spine, and the elbows are hovering over the mat. From here, we will bend the legs, kick, and then from here, we are lifting in extension, interlacing those hands over the glutes, reaching to the back, and then slowly to the opposite side with the head, kick, lengthening, reaching up, and then just resting the head, double leg kick for 3 actually, lengthening everything out. Find that nice extension, shoulder chest opening, and then opposite side, kick, and reach. And we go for 2 more rounds, and reach. Opposite side, and we reach, and we circle the arms back and under the shoulders into our resting pose. From there, we are over crossing our legs and bringing the legs forward into the corner of the mat. Circle the arms up, spine stretch forward. Rounding the lower spine, chest stays open. 2 times pulse, and then sit back tall, upright. And again, we round the lower spine. You want to reach forward with an open chest and lift. And again, spine stretch forward. Last one. And sit back tall. Good. We're opening the arms for a sitting saw. Twist, rotate, reach forward, pulse 2 times, lift back up center. And opposite side we go. Lift. Inhale, exhale, lateral flexion with rotation. And we lift. And we twist. And we come back to center. And from here, bend your legs. And we are rolling down to the mat. Inhale, lengthening. And from here, we come to a roll up again. Roll head, neck, and shoulders. Sit tall, round your spine, reach forward. And again, we roll back down. Exhale, we roll up. And again, 2 more. Reach. Lengthening. Exhale, rounding. And round back. And lengthening. Inhale. And from here, last one. Hold your knees up. We are getting into bridging. Good. From here, heels up. And we are getting into first articulated bridging. Hands to the side, tricep to the mat. Round your lower spine in neutral. Roll from the pelvis to the shoulder girdle. And then curl back from shoulder girdle to tailbone. And again, we roll up. And we roll back down. Good. And again, roll up. Lift one leg to tabletop. Single leg lift and lower in bridging. Hips stay square. Last 3, 2, and 1. Changing that leg. Lift. Lower. Point. Dorsiflexion. Lower. Plantar flexion. Reach up. Good. And last 1. Good. From here, preparing for our high bicycling and high scissoring. So bring those legs straight up. We are getting into a rollover. You might take your hands a little smidge wider, pressing the tricep. And then we roll up. Dorsiflexion, open the legs, curl back down. Circle the legs together into our rollover. Open. We just do 1 way today. 2 more. And last 1. From here, place your hands, elbows hip wide together. Hands to the iliac crest. And then we're starting with our scissor. From here, open your scissoring legs in your high bridge leg. Scissors. Good. We're going here for 3, 2. Keep the load out of your hands. Active pelvis, active trunk integration here. And focus on those legs so that you nearly can lift off your hands. Good. We are getting into bicycling. So 1 leg bends and then circle. We are starting with opposite circles. You might see this. Good. And you want to nearly brush something away from the floor. The hand should be still light, core is engaged. And then we do the opposite side. So from here, this was the reversed one. And now, opposite. We are taking something away from the floor. Keep that trunk really engaged. Hands should be light. Yes. Bicycle for the last 3, 2, and 1. And we are finding our rollover position. From here, jackknife, roll down, and bring it to 45, back to 12, roll over, jackknife, roll down vertebra by vertebra, 45. Good. Again, roll over, jackknife, curl the spine, and maybe you want to circle the legs back to 45. Roll over, last one, jackknife, and from that nice, nearly high candlestick, come down, circle back in, and then come to your rocking roll up. Good. From there, we are getting a little bit into a seated position. We are getting a little bit into open leg rockers. But first, into teaser. Take your legs sitting on the front part of the mat into a tabletop. And then from here, curl down. Good. From there, maybe if this is available for you, you roll back up into teaser, hold. Maybe bending the legs in and then curl back down. Inhale, lengthening. And again, roll up into teaser, chest open, maybe palms down or to the side. And then again, we bend the knees in, stay with the neutral long line of your spine, and then curl down. Inhale, last one. Exhale. One more try for me. And again, roll up. Good. Open leg rocker. Hold here. If you want to modify, take your hands, elbows wide under the knees. I need to, for me, all this rolling up and down with the lower spine issue, actually, it's not the best option. But I can do it. I try it always. I have no pain, so I'm good with it. If you have a lower back issue or sliding vertebra or a disc, then avoid doing these rollovers. From here, we are rolling to the shoulder girdle and coming back up. And again. Good. Stay always open in the chest, long line of your spine. And we do this for 2 more times. Lift it tall. And again, woo, this was too far. And then we go up. Good. From here, bring those legs together. We are getting into a side lying position. From here, hands behind your neck. And then I want you to bring your legs into this corner of the mat and tuck your lower foot slightly under. From here, we are getting into a leg lower and lift, and stay with your hip, spine, and head into that frontal plane. Good. Doing this for 3 more. 2 and 1. And from here, hold like we do, starting with little circles. Yes, around that bottom heel. And then we reverse that little circle just for the same amount. Good. Elbow reaching up to the sky. Ribs are in and up. And then from here, hold. And then we bicycle the leg forward and we are brushing it back. Bring it forward, brush it back. And again, we bring it forward, brush it back. Forward, and now we reverse the bicycle. Brush forward and back. Good. Nice. Keep the trunk still and stable. Good job. And from here, slowly release. Good. Place your forearm down to the mat. We are just side bending into a seated mermaid, coming up and finding the counter pose stretch. One more time. side, and counter pose stretch. Okay, so from here, we are just finding the opposite side. On our side series, place those feet, the bottom foot tucked, and the top foot goes up, and dorsiflexion down. Good. Point, dorsiflexion lower. Ribs go more in and up. Good. Lift and lower. Those ribs go more in. Point. I mean, just give me a sign that you have the energy to your toes. Okay. We start circling here. One direction, a nice little circle over that bottom heel. You should feel your QL, your lat. Good. And then reverse your circle. Nice. Control the move from the socket. And then from there, bicycling this leg. Good. Bend forward, brush it back. Bend it forward nearly to that chest. Keep that leg on hip high. Don't lose the high of your leg. Ribs stay in, frontal plane. And then we reverse it. Bend in, brush it back. Bend in, brush it back. Yes, and you need a lot trunk integration here for that bicycling leg. Good job. And then from here, finding your mermaid set seating. Hold here. And then come up, counter pose. And then again, bend. And one more time, stretch. Ooh, good. Okay, so from there, we are getting a little bit into our side plank. So we are lifting up. We have an overcrossed leg here. So like just where you come from your seated mermaid, lift back up. Good, maybe stepping a little bit out and find your side bend stretch in your side plank. Reach up, keep your hips square forward, bend your legs, come to your side bend twist, lift up, inhale, and then side bend. And again, twist, rotate, side bend, and twist, rotate, side bend, and twist and rotate. And then from here, hold, and then slowly sit back. Good. From there, we are getting one more time before we do the opposite side into prone position. Good. From here, find your swing hands. And we are lifting into a higher swan. And then we lower. Head comes to flexion. And then inhale. Good. Maybe this is available for you. Getting into a full swan dive. 2 more. And 1. Resting pose. And finding your side bend mermaid. Let's lift up. Yes. And from here, just bend down. Find that stretch. And then lift up, grow tall. Side bend in your full side plank. And then bending the legs, side bend with twist and rotation. Reach up, side bend, reach. And again, twist, rotate, side bend, twist and rotate, and side bend. And then from here, just lower your legs back down. Circle the arms, getting into a nice upstretch situation. From here, walk yourself 1, 2, 3. One more time into a roll up. Inhale. Walk forward. From here, sitting into the center of the mat. getting into back control. Lift up, point flex, lower, point flex, lower, point flex, lower, fingertips to the side, last two, and one, and from here, sit to the center, overcross your legs, getting into a push-up, last three, two, and one, and from here, shift back, one, two, three, rolling up, find an inhale, and dive down forward, hands to the shoulders, and swinging yourself, maybe wider stance from left to right. And from here, release your hands, feet hip distance, roll back up. Inhale. Thank you so much for joining for this intermediate advanced Mat Pilates class with Sandra Leo. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.